Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Guys, unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing how Star Wars Skeleton Crew not only looks phenomenal, but why we think it is going to be the perfect show for the Disney Plus streamer, especially for the holiday season and to close out the 2024 year. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating with some new reveals and even some new teases here for Skeleton Crew right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from cinemablend.com. As an overall garnering source, I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The holiday season is fast approaching, and that means more to us that this year than just watching the best Christmas movies. We have the new series Star Wars Skeleton Crew also on the way to look forward to, and we think that it's going to be something that we're watching heavily in between all of the holiday fun and merriment. Beyond the fact that it arrives for those with a Disney Plus subscription on Disney 3rd, of course, with its episode 1 premiere, there are many reasons that we feel like it's the perfect time to stream Star Wars Skeleton Crew. We still have some time before its big premiere, of course, so why not talk out those reasons and prepare for what could be one of the most magical life days following a downer year for Star Wars television as it does appear. I mean, not to get all sappy on you guys, but yeah, there were some disappointments with Star Wars and the franchise in this past year, it feels like, let alone not too many fans happy with the acolyte of a fandom divided. Of course, the end and conclusion to the third and final season of the Bad Batch's animated show. Nothing on Tales of the Jedi season 2 thus far. I think a win that we did get is Tales of the Empire, but if that is kind of replacing Tales of the Jedi season 2, it really doesn't feel like a win all that much. It feels more of like we're kind of stolen some more Star Wars content, but that's besides the point. We think that Star Wars Skeleton Crew is going to be the perfect project for the Disney Plus streamer to really close out the season, to bring things full circle, and furthermore to reunite the Star Wars fandom, as I had mentioned, after the way that the acolyte has kind of left a lot of fans feeling, either absolutely hating the franchise, hating everything about it, hating all the other fans, of course, and a lot of people liking the acolyte, voicing their opinions, whatever the case may be. Of course, it's just a great big disaster. The point is that we also think that Skeleton Crew is going to help reunite Star Wars fans, or at least be a step in the right direction for so. So, well, first things first, taking a quick gear shift, December is when most kids are home more often for their holiday breaks off from school and class, and it may not be until later in December, but once winter break hits, we're trying to close out the final work days until Christmas break with a 6-year-old who is absolutely stoked to open presents and to keep kids from talking 24/7 about Santa and all the things that may or may not get for the holidays. There needs to be plenty of distraction to keep them occupied. And that's besides the point. The show is for kids and they're going to be home, so I think it's a perfect way that they can spend their holiday breaks and their holiday seasons is watching some Star Wars and end the franchise, whether they're a newcomer to the franchise or have been familiar with it for the last couple of years. It's always great to spread that joy with the next generation. Having anything to keep a child entertained in those final work days as well leading up to Christmas is a blessing for most parents. This is especially true when they're younger, and have a feeling that the young cast of Star Wars Skeleton Crew will keep their children hooked on the screen for as long as each episode is. It's also the writer of Cinema Blend's article that it's their hope that this year is kind of the year that may get their daughter into finally take some more interest into the Star Wars franchise. Anyway, while there are solid entry points for young audiences in the franchise, she was too young to be really invested into the Skywalker saga movies and too old to watch Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. This show feels like it could be the right one in her wheelhouse, and it will at least entertain her even if it doesn't make her jazzed up for anything else upcoming into the franchise. Shifting away from the kids though, I think is something that we can all have an agreement on because it's something that we've had for the last almost decade at this point, which is crazy to even think about or say out loud, but Star Wars and Christmas, the holiday season, have kind of always gone together for like the last decade at this point. There's been some type of new Star Wars project, movie, show releasing around the holiday season for the better part of a decade. There's always something about Star Wars that has given us a Christmas vibe. Perhaps it's the similarities between the holiday and the in-universe celebration of Life Day, though honestly there are more differences than similarities, to be honest. But in reality, we also think that we've kind of bombarded with so much Star Wars merchandising and video games around Christmas time since childhood at that point that it's just a natural occasion that we kind of make the franchise, well, kind of feel that way. We even made a whole breakdown of Star Wars related Christmas decor that readers can buy from their article, but there is anything else beyond the merchandising that makes it such a natural for the Christmas season. It's certainly a part of it. But we also think that Disney has kind of conditioned us into think that way as well. Episodes of the sequel trilogy, 7, 8, and 9, all released in December, as did Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. There was also the holiday special that had came out at the end of the 1970s that we don't talk about, though for reasons that you would understand. Lucasfilm doesn't want us to really talk about that one so much, but that's besides the point. Outside of the sequel trilogy and the movies releasing in December, of course, there's also been all of these Disney Plus shows. The Mandalorian Season 1, Season 2, The Book of Boba Fett. And if we were to take a solid stab at it, a guess is that Star Wars Skeleton Crew were to air outside of Christmas, it would feel a bit strange, and I don't think it would feel that same vibe. I mean, I'm getting that vibe from the trailer let alone, and I'm not sure why. Well, our only hope is that Disney has already on the ball with its marketing for the series, because we'd love to pick up a set of our younger characters and playsets to have ready under the Christmas tree for some parents out there as well. Besides the point of Christmas and kids and, you know, the show being drawn towards children, another very big fascinating point is that we need a show that the whole family can watch, and that goes inside and out of the Star Wars franchise, it feels. But of course it does incorporate and feel very similar into the Star Wars franchise. The Acolyte wasn't necessarily as kid-friendly. It feels like The Mandalorian wasn't always kind of, you know, kid-friendly as well. There are good and bad things about fandoms now being something that incorporates many generations. On one hand, it's totally badass. We have shows like Andor and The Mandalorian. We previously had The Acolyte before it was canceled to show us more mature sides of Star Wars, a little more extreme than the movies would show, maybe, of course. Skeleton Crew seems to fall right into that sweet spot where we're able to kind of let the whole family enjoy it and watch it. Maybe kind of like the movies, but we don't have any movies right now. Anyway, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.